Hey there, site selectors and economic developers. This is Chris with the Strata Platforms team, and I'm excited to share with you today the latest addition to our RFI data collection software, Lasso, which now gives you the ability to both filter and/or sort your properties in projects. This new enhancement is now available for both project owners as well as participant delegators. First, let's take a look at how these new options work for project owners. Once logged into Lasso and you've selected a project, you can then select Properties, which will then take you to your property list screen. At the top of your property list, you will see your properties map with pins scattered across your map representing those properties that were submitted to your project by your participants. As we scroll down past the map, we can then see our list of properties that were submitted to our project displaying in chronological order of when they were submitted by default. But you will also see here at the top of your properties list now, these two new dropdowns. The first dropdown is your filters dropdown. And as you can see, there are several different ways that you can filter properties. So let's say in this example, I'd like to filter by property name. I can select property name here and then enter a keyword or the full name of the property to filter my list to only show properties based on my search criteria. As you can see, once you filter your properties map is going to be updated to reflect your filters. At any time, if you are filtering by property name, you could simply hit the backspace key and then hit enter to go back to your default view. But alternatively, you can also select the filters dropdown and select reset filters at any time to get back to your default list. In addition, you can also sort your properties through a number of those filter options. So let's say that I'd like to see my properties listed in ascending order based on the number of questions that were answered by the participant. So here I can select questions answered, and we can see now that my list has been updated and my map pins updated as well to reflect the properties, listing them in ascending order of the number of questions that have been answered. At any time though, if you'd like to switch to descending order for a sorting option, you can select the dropdown, select that sorting option again, and now we can see that our properties are sorted in descending order of how those questions are answered. Of course, you can apply the sorting and filtering options at the same time. So if I go back to my filtered list here, keeping my questions answered sorted in descending order, I can then select the state filter, and perhaps I only want to see properties from the state of Missouri. I can then click search, and now we can see that I'm only seeing properties submitted from Missouri. And again, we are retaining that sorting option, which is to sort these properties by questions answered in descending order. Again, at any time, we can click into these dropdowns to reset our orders as needed. Another enhancement that we've made to this screen is the PDF project summary report. In the past, when you would generate this report, it would include all properties that were submitted to the project. But now, if you apply filter and sorting options before generating this report, once you do generate after applying those filter and sorting options, the report will reflect based on those options you've chosen. So this is a quick look at how you can filter and sort properties now as a project owner. Now, let's take a look at how these options work for participant delegators. Welcome back, everyone. Now that we are logged in as a state economic developer, let's take a look at how these new filter and sorting options work for participant delegators. To get started, we're going to select the project, and then once in the project, we're going to click Properties on the left side of our screen, which will take us to our properties list. As we scroll down past the map, as a participant delegator, you will see two areas where your properties will be located. The My Project properties list any properties that I, the state economic developer, have submitted to the project. And then you will also see a separate section for your delegates properties. In this project, I have invited both my regional and local community partners to participate and submit their properties. Of course, you have the same filter and sorting options for any properties you personally submit to the project, but as you can see, we also have a separate section for you to be able to filter and sort your delegates' properties. In this example, let's say I only want to see a list of my delegates' properties that have completed their submission. I can click the Select Filter dropdown, select the Status filter, and then choose the Finish status and click Search. Now we can see that I am only seeing a list of my delegates' properties that have been completed and submitted to the project. If I'd also like to sort these properties in any kind of way, of course I can apply a sorting option as well, depending on my preference. Of course, you can also generate a PDF project summary report as a participant delegator. And if you generate the report while your filters and sorting options are applied, again, this will produce a report to only include those properties in the sorting order that you have selected. So this is a quick look at project property filters and sorting options. And we hope both project owners and participants of Lasso enjoyed this latest addition to our software. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have any questions, please feel free to email support@lassoediap.com.